Hey everybody, Alex Kozora, SteelersDepot.com, back to do another video, another talk to the tape, and as the title implies, we are doing a breakdown of a couple of James Conner's biggest runs, which all came off the same scheme. So we'll jump into the video right now. I know that, at least I believe that, I think NFL Network did a video on this topic. I intentionally didn't watch it because I didn't want to feel like I was taking from them or have their analysis, which I'm sure was very good, influence this video. So just for the record, putting that out there, I know that there was some minute and a half long video breaking down, and I believe these three plays, maybe was the title of the video, but we're going to look at it today just to bring it to you guys. This is the Steelers, really you could call it pin and pull scheme, where, it's a variation of the power, where instead of just getting, DeCastro or the backside guard pulling, you're going to get both DeCastro and Marquise Pouncey pulling in on 3 times against the Bengals. It resulted in gains of 25, 26, and 11 yards, all very healthy, that helped, really, finish the drives for Pittsburgh, at least get close to finishing drives. So look at what the concept is, how it works, and the execution of it today. So I've already rolled the clip a couple times through. Really two key areas to look at anytime on any blocking scheme: the front side and the back side. The pullers here have to do their job out in space. The front side has to get great down blocks and a great push to avoid penetration and to create the lane for the running back to run off the inside hip of the puller. So I'll run this thing through here. We'll start breaking it down. Again, you're getting down blocks here from Gilbert. I think it's Jesse James, and then you have Pouncey, DeCastro pulling around to both the safety Sean Williams and the corner Drake Patrick. It's big alignment on DBs, which is the matchup you want for sure. So you get the down block here. Doesn't no penetration allowed. You get DeCastro, just first color. You're pulling, you're taking him out. DeCastro gets square. Pouncey's going to go with a cut block. Grimble, nice job to climb to the second level on the backer here on perfect. Conner splits him, and now you're one-on-one with the safety in open space. Safety does make a nice tackle. That's the rookie Jesse Bates. But yeah, down blocks here, and then the pullers behind. Also, I think Dave Bryan had talked about this. Ramon Foster with a really nice reach block backside. We'll tackle that the next time through here, but just to look at it. And they've on all 3 of these plays, they ran this variation with the fullback, which basically I think serves as a false key mostly. To get the linebackers to step this way, step the wrong way in terms of where the guard's pulling, or just to make these linebackers have to really read and process, because you got pullers going this way. A lot of the keys are on the fullback. If he's going this way, pullers are the opposite direction. Where in the world is this run going? If you're late, then you're going to get reached and not going to get to your spot in time. So again, you get a very key kind of reach block here from Foster, having to scoop the D tackle here because there's no help with Pouncey pulling. Nix gets the action going the other way. See how this linebacker here starts coming on Nix, thinking it's a lead strong play while the run's going the other way. Now he's going to be late trying to flow down the line and make a tackle from the backside. And you can see that's Preston Brown, I believe, out of position. So really good stuff all around. Everyone does their job. Conner reads it, hits it, and this turns into a 20-yard gain. One last thing on this play. A lot of Bengals fans were upset about this. Fortunately, Nick Vigil, one of their linebackers, got hurt on this play with, I believe, a knee injury. And while it's unfortunate, people on the Cincinnati side were saying this is an illegal block, this is a chop block. Not a chop block, it's a cut block, totally legal. Chop block, if this guy, if Vigil was engaged by, say, Villanueva, and then Nix came in low, that would be illegal, that would be a chop block. But 100% legal from Nix. And so you get the big one here. So I'll run it through one last time, and we'll move on to the next play. Just really good blocking, really from every single person on this line here. And that's how you get a huge, explosive plays in the run game. Next one to look at. Now, I wanted to make special mention of the Knicks role because you see the influence here. Actually, well, I think that's going to be more important for the next play, but the same concept here. You're getting the same pin and pull scheme with Knicks coming backside. And the last time the linebacker, remember Preston Brown, was kind of coming down on Nick. So now he sees the flow of the guards in the center, DeCastro and Pouncey. So now he's flowing hard because he doesn't want to be late like before. Well, Conner sees that. He's reading the backer. And although this play's supposed to go to the outside, there's the huge lane here because of the backside cut block by Rosie Nix, because the linebacker is trying to cheat it and flow so hard after getting burnt before. So Conner's just going to come off of it, cut it back, and get an 11-yard gain out of it. So roll through again. See, the Bengals are really trying to flow hard on this because they got caught last time. They were able to get sealed by the front side here. You know, the D-tackle here got sealed by Foster. So as soon as the D-tackle sees bouncy pull, he thinks, okay, this is what happened last time. I can't get reached by Foster. I need to flow down the line. Linebacker's in the same boat. And so Connor, working outside of the structure of the run scheme, although this hole is huge and it's a fairly easy read, but still a read nonetheless, that wasn't designed, generally speaking. And so he cuts it back. And you do have that fullback backside. One, influence and confuse the defensive line and linebackers, but also in the event of a cutback, you make sure this backside linebacker is cut off. And this turns into an 11-yard gain. And then I pointed this out on Twitter, but again, some props to Rosie Nix. You get the cut block here in the will, and then he works to the safety, Fedulum as well, and takes him out. And you get a really nice 11-yard gain. So one last look at it, then we'll go to the final play. So again, Bengals are reacting to what happened before. Now the Steelers are just adjusting off of that. That's how you play running back in the NFL. You're reading what the defense does and adjusting off of it. And this is just a couple plays later, actually. Yeah, this one was at 10:39. Now we're at 9:07 here in the third quarter. This was the almost Connor touchdown. Maybe should have been a touchdown. Should have Tomlin challenged. You know, that whole debate. But again, the same scheme here. This pin and pull, fullback, backside of the will. And now just watch Preston Brown here. He doesn't know where to go. He's just so confused. He doesn't know where the run's going, if he's bouncing, if it's coming back like before. And he's just totally out of position. Grimble cuts him off. See, Burfict knows they got him again. But again, down blocks on the front side. The Castro pulling. Ends up logging the defender here who's trying to crash it hard, trying to blow it up. That's a good way to try to get these runs to be negative. It's just getting penetration and forcing the back wide and slowing up and screwing up the timing of it. Doesn't happen though. The Castro with a nice log. Bouncy in space. Get another cut block. Kind of Burfict gets caught up in that a little bit. Can't make the play. It's too slow to get there. And then again, it's one-on-one with the safety, Bates, who again makes another nice tackle. Connor unfortunately gets stopped at the 1. Although we know that he very well may have gotten in, it just wasn't ruled that way, was not challenged. But regardless, it's a huge gain, 25-yard gain. Getting the down blocks here from Gilbert, James. Grimble again did a nice job on this. Actually, maybe he didn't do the best job, but he's able to work on Preston Brown here. Because Burfict ends up being free. But, because it's such a fast-hitting kind of play, and Burfict's got to work through the trash, he's just not able to get the corner in time. But yeah, I really want you to look at Preston Brown here. And when we go back and look at all 3 plays from Preston Brown, because he just doesn't know where the run's going. He's just trying to read it, and he's just stuck in mud. Because he doesn't know whether it's coming backside or whether it's going to continue front side. And by the time he reads it, he's going to be too slow to try to get there. He's out of position, and he gets finally sealed by the tight end. So let's look at that actually real quick here to end out the video. Just confusing. You make these linebackers have to read it. You slow down their process. You're going to be in good shape. So, if I can find the first play, of course, I think I have the wrong time marked. So let me look it up real quick. There we go. So the first one here, Preston Brown. He's following the fullback action. He's reading the fullback. So he starts coming downhill, runs away, and he's not making the play. Right here. Reads the fullback, not making the play. He's trailing out the whole way. He's got no chance. So next time, he's like, okay, they got me before. Now if I read this kind of flow again, we're going to crash hard on it because, I know where the run's going. I know that the guard in the center is pulling. This ball's going to the perimeter. So I'm going to be ready for it. It's going to go to the field. Okay, so I'm not going to make that mistake again. So as soon as he reads the action from Bouncy, he's coming down hard. He's crashing hard. He's flowing. So what does Connor do? Well, let's just bring it backside. Make the linebacker wrong every single time. And now Brown's out of position, and it's 11-yard gain. And then the third time, like I said, there's just Brown doesn't know what to do because he's going to be essentially wrong no matter how he plays it. It's kind of like a zone scheme. It's not a zone scheme, but in a zone scheme, the goal is for the defenders to always be wrong. You're reacting off of where they go. You're going where they're not. And so Brown this time is just sitting there, just waiting, reading, processing. He's late because he has to do all that, and he gets blocked, and he's not making an impact on the play again. So we've seen the Wool linebacker cut every single time. We've seen the middle linebacker be wrong every single time. And we've seen the front side backer be in a tough spot every single time. So your second level defenders are totally just screwed on all three of these plays. And with good blocking up front on the defensive line, and then obviously you're getting offensive linemen pouncing into Castro on DBs. Good luck. That's a recipe for big play success in the run game. So kudos to the design, kudos to the execution, and for Randy Fichtner going back to it and the offense being able to work off of it and just continually get big runs off of it. So great job all around. Just wanted to show that to you guys as a good chunk, a good reason for why James Conner in this run game was so successful. His offensive line's playing fantastic. Conner's playing well, of course. Rosie Nix bounced back after a tough game a couple weeks ago versus Tampa. Everything's going right in the run game, and so that's great to see. And hopefully that continues. Like I said, as I said before, at least with the Steelers having a tough stretch against the AFC North coming up, where you got Cleveland and Baltimore, some really big AFC North games. If they can run it against those teams as they did against Cincinnati, Steelers should come out of this looking really good and be right back on track for the rest of the regular season. So let me know your comments and thoughts below, whether you're watching on YouTube, Steelers Depot, or following me on Twitter at Alex_Kozora. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.